Sure, why not? Even though Ninjago was primarily introduced as a boy theme, outstanding female characters have been existed in the series and some of them are fierce fan favorites and comparable with male characters. Hi, I'm Brakowski, and you are watching a video of top 10 female characters in Ninjago. I will break it down in terms of character development, personality, and capability of them throughout the series. And before we get started, please give me a thumbs up for this video, it will mean a lot to me. If you are new to here, please hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell below for following more videos and news coming up on this channel. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. At the bottom of the rank, we have Misako, mother of Lloyd and ex-wife of Garmadon. She was first introduced in Razu's Next as a supporting character for providing historical information to the ninjas. Ever since then, she has been around the ninjas as a logistic and information provider to the ninjas, and this have actually helped the ninjas in various scenarios. I think a woman like her is tough to be with. She was always the mediator of the Lloyd and Garmadon relationship where she wants Lloyd to win but at the same time fear of losing Garmadon. The dilemma like this has shown such an obvious characteristic of her where she doesn't want anyone she loves get hurt. After the final battle, she has been the guidance character in the team to anyone, Lloyd, Nia, Will, and so on, whereas to inspire the ninjas when they lose their hope. I think a character like her definitely deserved to be in this rank. On top of that is Ultraviolet, a general of the group Sons of Garmadon. Like what her group named, she was first introduced in Sons of Garmadon as a major antagonist of the season. Even though she isn't an elemental master, she is skilled with combat and knowledge of weaponry, dark magic, and Ninjago myths. The antisocial and psychopathic characteristic of her has drawn a lot of attention and fans throughout the series. As an equal of Nia in fights seen in Hunted, she is skilled with combat and capable in different weapons. The stories of Ninjago would be crazier if we have her as the main antagonist. With that being said, I feel that if she was the main one, the art story throughout Sons of Garmadon, Hunted, and March of the Only would be less darker and serious. Next we have is Tox, Master of Poison. Tox was first introduced in Tournament of Elements. We know so little about her back then. We certainly know that she is one of the Elemental Masters and her elemental power is poison, where she can make poison with her bare hands and fumes with her mouth. Later in Hunted, I found she would be a very intriguing person to feature in the story as the attitude of her after the Resistance recruits Lloyd and Nia. Despite the original story of her being the Elemental Master of Poison, I'm more into what she had done after the Second 17 War and before Garmadon's reign. What would a person like her, who is familiar enough with poison and fumes, do? A chemistry teacher in a school of Ninjago? An alchemist? This would be interesting to know with. Faith would be the 7th of the rank. Even though she was being introduced in a much later season and we know so little about her, she reached to this place in various aspects. First of all, when she was first introduced, she was heavy metal, Amber's greatest warrior out of all the dragon hunters. She then was revealed as who we know now, Faith. I found her story is quite realistic when I link her up with the reality world. She was covered up and dressed as heavy metal because Baron doesn't want anyone to know that his best dragon hunter is a female. This have actually reflect the real world where women have always been treated unequally, from education levels to monthly wages. In the past, some women even have to pretend as male in order to serve their countries. As the greatest warrior of the Dragon Hunter, she is capable with wielding the Dragon Bone Blade, whereas a possibly equal power with the dragons. On top of that, we have Akita, Akita was first introduced in the Ice chapter of Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. Even though she was a new character to the show, I found she is a really interesting person to study with. The bonding of her and Lloyd is obviously a cute friendship, but what's more cuter than that is that she was a simple person. What she think and did are for one purpose and one only, that is to bring her brother back. The backstory of her and her brother have further development of her characteristic where she eager with freedom and wild, and which I feel so soothed with her absence. She was a kind of person that is realistic, naive, and simple with no drama, that probably relate with some fans who are teenagers who also want to break free from this society. Beside of the forming ability, she is an excellent warrior with various weapons. Like the spirit animal of her, I found she was kind of lonely and cold sometimes, and which gained me sympathy with her. Next we have is Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie was first introduced in Razor's Next. Yeah, that lady who sold tomorrow's tea to Wu, which makes Lloyd grow a few years older. From then on, she kept making cameos throughout the series until Hands of Time. Then we know more about her in Sons of Garmadon when we learn that she is one of the people who lived long enough from the creation of Ninjago and know much more about the story of dragons, onis, and the first Spinjitzu Masters. Later in Hunted, she was revealed as an Oni in disguise where she can shift forms to forms. She is an unique person. She can be so mean sometimes, but fun mean type to the others, which is humorous to me. The shady personality of her have made her a fan favorite character. Even she has been a minor character in early stages of the series. Her character development have reached the highest in Hunted, whereas we can see what she is capable of, that is shape-shifting. Even she wasn't trained with any kind of skills in combat, her only identity had earned her prolonging life where she can live how long she wants unless she was killed. Pixel will be our fourth female character on the list. At first, Pixel was introduced and rebooted as the assistant of Cyrus Borg, and she has been a supporting role between the events of Tournament of Elements and Skybound, whereas an assistant of Sane inside his brain. Until Hands of Time, Sane got hit real hard that he need recovery in the Samurai X cave. She snuck out of Sane's body and into Nia's computer. She then rebuilt herself and got access to Nia's Samurai X stuff and become the second Samurai X. I really love the character and personality shown throughout the show. She is so kind, gentle, and helpful to everyone, but also at the same time, the calm and neat personality of her show the cool side where creates a great contrast in her role. At first, she was the one who Sane wanted to protect with. Later, when she became the Samurai X, she showed the capability of her, what she can do in combat. With that being said, she would be a very interesting character to look into, like how Cyrus Borg created her and how she adapts things like the flashbacks Sane have in Razor's Next, or the ones that when she becomes the Samurai X without the ninja noticing. The second runner-up we have is Harumi. Harumi was first introduced in Sons of Garmadon as the Jade Princess of Ninjago. Later in the same season, she revealed herself as the victim of the First 17 War and that the ninjas should be the ones to be responsible on her and other victims of the destruction the ninjas created in Ninjago in the war. At first, she was that kind of shy and innocent girl who wants to break free from the royal. But oh god. She covered that up so well that she fooled everyone else that she is the quiet one, whereas she is ruthless and cold. She was a really clever and organized person where she planned everything very well with no traits. The meticulous mind of her have made her a dangerous and unpredictable person to get into with, and which lures me want to dig deeper into her and figure out what's on her mind. The traumatized life and the way to become the princess have taught her a lot, which alternates the personality of her and become a maniac. The story of her is quite alike with the Joker, where it's full of different layers for the audience to discover with. As the second of the rank, we have Skylar. To be honest, she and the best female character on this list were very close, so don't kill me because I list her as the second one. Okay, so Skylar was introduced in Tournament of Elements as one of the contestants of the tournament and as one of the Elemental Master. Later in the season, she was then revealed as Chan's daughter, but then she betrayed her father and became an ally to the ninjas. From then on, she has been on the show as a cameo or a minor character. She has been shown to have excellent skills in combat, quick reflexes, and rich knowledge on weaponry and every element, which makes her the most powerful elemental master. I would describe her as a mysterious character. The dilemma she has between doing the right thing and following her father's order and the backstory about her and her mother are fascinating, which given her multiple personality layers and potential in her to the whole story. Her potential in this story is great. Indeed, it is a pity of not having her as one of the ninjas, but even if she is, her arc story would grow bigger than the stories of the original ninjas. Consequently, the whole Ninjago story would be like having her as a focus and lead to uneven screen time and stories to other ninjas. Indeed, it would be better if we have a spin-off series based on her, more like Mandalorian series of Star Wars franchise. And that way we can not only know more about her, but also expand the Ninjago universe at the same time. And the best female character is Nia. Nia was one of the characters who has been on the show from the beginning. She first was the objective of Kai being the fire ninja in the pilot episodes, then the Samurai X various Rise of Snakes to Tournament of Elements, and then the Water Ninja from Possession till now. The various identity in her have given her different layers in character development. She is the Samurai X, but at the same time, she is the Water Ninja. The bonding of her with Kai and Jay have made a great contrast with her personality, where she rather choose her own destiny or identity than to be entitled as Kai's sister or Jay's girlfriend. Her determination has made her capable in different things, such as inventing, piloting, and fighting. Her personality is like the elements of herself. She adapts. From her true potential, she learned that her greatest fear is failure. So she learned to face her own failure and find a way to solve it. From her training with Wu, she learned that holding on to anger is like holding on to a hot rock, that only she would get burned. She then started to follow the flow that destined her. The difference of her and the other characters that I mentioned is that we can actually see the changes in her mind maturity and personality through her actions and conversations. In compared with the other characters, she has a deeper personality description in her role, which also makes her stand out to the others. And that's why she is the best female character. And that's pretty much all I've got in my mind. What do you think? What's your top 10 female characters of Ninjago? Comment down below. If you have any ideas, suggestions, or problems to make, you can contact me with email, Twitter, Instagram, or simply comment down below. And see you later, alligator.